Democratic Republic of Congo, located within the heart of Africa, a country like so many others on this continent, a country crippled by corruption and greed, a country that within 5 years has been witness to some 3 million deaths and the loss of over 3 million homes, making it stage to one of the bloodiest conflicts since World War II. At its worst, the Congolese War, the origin of which is largely attributed to the massive influx of Rwandan genocidaires, involved half a dozen armies and countless rebel factions, many of which came from neighbouring countries including Rwanda and Uganda, Zimbabwe, Angola and Namibia, most of whose motivations were nothing more than simple greed. Eastern Congo is host to some of the world's richest deposits of diamonds and cobalt. They all wanted control. Within a war of such brutal violence and hatred, an atrocity of even greater magnitude is still taking place, the recruitment of children soldiers. At one time it was estimated that as many as 30,000 children were enlisted into armed groups. These children were accounting for some 40% of armed forces in DRC. It's with the discovery of these reports that my journey begins. My name is Tom Wilcox, I'm 24, and I'm about to embark alone into war-ridden Congo in an attempt to unlock the mysteries surrounding these children and to hear for myself their harrowing tale. As our journey continues, my translator and guide Beck of Ajedeka learns that hostages have been taken by the rebel group the Mai Mai, the very same people we are attempting to meet. The inherent danger of this land and the risks posed to us are becoming clear.
We're currently at the Mai Mai administration house. There's been loads of problems, haven't been able to go anywhere, just been sat here waiting. Apparently everything's okay, but we have to wait for the commander to come here.
The Mai Mai are a rebel group that continues with the recruitment of children soldiers in the defence of their communities against outsiders. For many Congolese, the Mai Mai are the army of the people and represented the popular resistance. The Mai Mai are surrounded by myth. Stories of invisibility were whispered throughout its people. They were once prohibited from touching a non-Mai Mai and were warned not to pick anything up from the ground until sprinkling it with a special powder. New recruits were taught that the belief in the Mai Mai and its magic must be absolute in order for it to work, to follow orders without question. During the course of the war, corruption spread throughout the once mythical rebel group. Their focus shifted to increasing their own wealth and power. Reports of killing, rape, and the pillaging of local civilians are now commonplace, and the stories now heard are not of magic, but of murder.
We have been told that a child will be living with us, at least as limited as it is, but we will see the whole demobilisation process, but it's just going to be done extremely quickly. But nonetheless, it will be happening, so that's good news.
They say that he sent some of his staff, yes, come and then go there to do the disarmament of the child and the demobilization of the child.
So we're still going to a camp, but a different one?
Yes, they say that we should be allowed after to go to the camp, but it's just to go and visit the camp only, not okay. For again take a children and so on. Not.
So we're not allowed to do that?
Yeah. Me also don't understand anything because yesterday we told about all, and then we set it and we set up a program. So now today now he changed. He said that we're going to make all of the program in his peloton here. So that's why I don't understand anything. It seems that he doubting maybe we'll take his plan of his camp.
So are we taking children home with us today?
Yes.
We are?
Yes. Who?
Which one?
Yes, we did that.
Which one? The one on the left? Yes. Nobody seemed certain as to what was happening. Before I knew it, the rebels had begun the demobilization ceremony.
Gauche. Okay. Repo. Maud. À moi. Arme à moi. Sogea. Ukate nisi vindani. ya yulu tu, hii tenye tu. Bon, tupatie kwa hii ya yulu kwa. Arma moi. Tupate hii sisi. Watonye pesa sasa.
Atoto ya yulu tu.
Ya yulu tu. Un. Gardez. Go. Demtoa. Gauche. À vos places, marche. Aïe, Bougouti, hapa na mateni civil à mwendo. Hapa, aligna. Ma. Gardez. Vos. Demtoa. Gauche.
Mie ninaanza kusaudaka maimai makumi kenda na mnane. Tuenda kujiunga kule kwa maimai. Kiasema kinyi nilionaga tu mimi nilionaga niende. Labda tutapata amani, tafutishe amani mupei yetu. Kama utapata amani na kukingia wa ndugu zetu. Bilimani si kule kubilima kule. Pendaka ndio. Kule tunaenda kule mateso kweli ilikuwa mingi. Na kila mtu hapa anajua. Tulipata mateso sana. Tulikuwa vitu wenyewe wanadamu hawezi kula. Lakini tunavikula. Tunateseka sana kule. Unasikia? Na tulikuwa tunaishi, lakini tulikuwa tunajua kufia nchi yetu ni kawaida tu. Kwenye mtu atakufia hapa juu yake. Kwenye mtu rufia yake iko hawezi jua. Lakini Mungu pia akishapanga yatimilika. Ndio maana tulivumilia vile. Lakini mateso tuliyapata kweli. Na kwa tukiishi bien, tunatembea bien, makati kwa sasa ni kawaida tu. Lakini tunataka imani mwisho tutafika kwa familia zetu tutaziona. Na kama gouvernement kipanga baki kwa katika tutatoka tunaenda kwa masomo. Bien. Tunaacha lakini bora tu nchi yetu tunalia ipate uhuru. Tuwe kama vile kumobutu saa mbele haya. Kwa vile nifikiria kuwa mtu muvita ni kuua. Hawezi enda muvita simu utasikia mwenzako huruma pana. Sasa niko muvita niko musamba hata sasa vile na mwanda ua. Jona mtia kama yeye ni adui. Akumwele ndio ambaye kwenda kupiganisha. Na mimi namkuta mwili ngaliki muvita ndaua. Au ni adui mimi namkuta mimi ndaua. Sitamwata senda mkamata mateka hivi na hivi. Neno presenti hapana. Mimi sikusikia boga. Ile kusema sema kutumia drug. Ndio. Drug ni yani Mungu aliumba. Hata kazalo kunyiwa. Na kama nifasi mimi kwa sikia sispe. Nasikia roho yangu hata iko sawa. Haya, kwa sasa nipate mwae. Na ile sport ya kujinga kwa sasa sema iko nikupesha ile fasi. Ndatumia ile drug hiyo kusudi la kilo tiruki. Maki niende nyingine akili nyingine ile boga yote itoke. Haiko komanda. Mimi hujitafutia ya kibinafsi. Mimi peke najitafutia yangu, najipatia mimi peke. Naipata.
How old would he have been when he first killed somebody?
Nilikuwa miaka 15.
We were quickly able to locate the father of Manu, the second child soldier to have been released. It wasn't long until he was making his way back to his only remaining family that he had not seen for 2 years.
Anashanje sababu simuone siku hizi zote na anakuwa miaka ya kutosha mpori. Kwa kupita mure. Si nilikuwa kupenda kwa watoto tu. Unasikia anatoroka anaenda.
They don't appear to be very emotional in any way.
Mimi naona kawaida sababu siku hizi mapato ningalikuwa na mapato kama ningemchinjia hata mbuzi.
It must be very difficult for them to answer questions now. So I think it'd be nice for us to leave them and for them to get to talk privately.
Yes.
It's really very strange, and Beck mentioned that it wasn't really that unusual. And I guess maybe I've been kind of putting my own ideas onto this quite a great deal of how I think a reunion after 2 or 3 or 4 years with a child who's been a rebel soldier would be a tearful, grand experience, but clearly it's almost an everyday event. There's so many people who are affected by this that it's not even that important.
You saw that the child is like a one who is usually not express his emotion. So it is very difficult to judge directly in appearance how is his emotion and so on.
The father even said that for them it's not a big event, which I find very hard to believe. I really don't know what to think of the whole situation anymore.
Getting the children to safety means taking them to Avira, a secure distance from the probability of being forced to re-enlist.
Beck's just come back from the commander. The commander refuses to see him because he's too busy to talk to him, but he's given the order that he doesn't think that he trusts us to take the children to Avira, and that you have to send someone from the office here to the camp to negotiate with him. Otherwise he's going to insist that the children stay here in the village and not come back with us, which to me only suggests that as soon as we're gone he's just going to fucking take them back again.
Komanda kienda itika kama muniwe kwetu niende soma. Mimi ndaitika mendaenda. Lakini asikuwa si kusema sio tena mimi nitoke hapa. Niende kusema kule tena gharama kuwe ni wazazi yangu, hapana. Ile kama vile mimi negative siko pale vile. Wamezi katu mkazi yangu wa soda. Tu.
It seems strange to me that the commander has signed him over as a civilian and yet still has complete power over him, because no one here has the authority, I suppose, to stand up to him. So the whole official signing of the papers to become a civilian is worthless, because the commander still has complete say over what he does and where he can go. If it was up to me, we'd grab him and drive, but the consequences of that could be very severe for everybody involved.
Despite continuing negotiations, the second child has not been allowed to leave by the commander. He knows that removing the child from the area will free him from his control.
How much would it cost to have the kid
No,
to Avira?
to Avira.
Yes. How much money would they need to have him sent there?
Just $5.
Just $5? That's insane. If we just had $5, we could pay for him now to go. We're leaving. We're leaving the kid and we're going back to Avira. It's possible that maybe we can arrange for him to come at a later date. We're not sure. We shall see. But I feel so terrible leaving. Are you hopeful that we'll see him again?
Yes, I hope. Yes, I hope. Yes, I hope.
It is the last day before my visa expires, so it is our last chance to see inside an active rebel camp. So there's quite a lot of pressure. The problem is that we've been here for 2 hours. I'm supposed to stay in the car whilst they negotiate. I have no idea where anyone is or what the hell is going on, because, like always, I'm not allowed in on the negotiations. I've just done something really, something I really shouldn't have done. The driver just came, and he doesn't speak any English, so it took us a while to figure out. But he'd invited me, or should I say the rebels had invited me, to join them in the hut. I really wasn't sure whether or not I should go, but they assured me that the commander was off. He wouldn't be coming back because of the rain, and just to come quickly. So we went in there and they were smoking the biggest joints I've ever seen in my life. But it was damn exciting knowing that I really shouldn't have been there.
We finally obtained access to North Camp. The commander, aged only 20, was recruited as a child. He agreed to talk with me.
Bo nyehe ngananga bangaba komanda nangdeta ko buli buloze bwa Mungu mukubanga yingira mukisodangiri mwana nokukulikirana higulu lya malibu. Bo nyeni muri yuva ko kwisana buno nirimo yuva ko nigwe chimisi mingi mukuba kiribanga yije zinjinjama fulani halindekera twahika kino kyanya kembunda ndamubona ko tuwanga chishika mukuba tukatangira n'amabuye. Bo hongabera komanda nijiko kukulikirana ne namadawa gitu tukasigirwa n'abashokulu abasoda bemwetu batali mufu haliko tuli mugenderero kuluga nabuno. Bo kirina bobuno mudemila 3 bo ikanye indambare kaba bakashubigendera n'ebitendo byo kudeta bakazinya munyungu yebyo kulya banacyange banatuweze tuwehe bakongomani tunalye abakazi banafu
Kwani kizivyuka kwa nangagira nanga nimuvyuka na ngo kina mawazo kwa adui yangaisha twangavititana tunalwe mbona iri Mungu aleta kama nisigale kona koko abakomereka banakomereka kizivu.
Niko napigana juu ya mrenge kuhusu kuona iko natesana kufika kwenye iko nafika nachoma manyumba anaua watu, anakamata mtu eneko na mimba anamtwangia mkino, anakamata mtoto mdogo anamtwangia mkino na kutesana, anaua baba, anaua mama, anakulunguza manyumba na kubeba vifugo vyote na kubeba.
Ndakweka hivyo sababu ekabona kama mgoma kila tutesa bwene ndako nako kunjibanga hivichi kila banabona kwa bantu kila batesa kabone njulio ndio mgoma munyamurenge.
Hata mimi naendaka tu sisikii dute, mimi naendaka tu niko nasikia nguvu tu.
Kama vile kama vinalibuligo. Vile sababu kwa vile omwana katoka nini kugenda kisoda.
Kungu.
My name is Kungu. Miaka? I'm 10.
10, okay. Has he ever killed anybody?
He said yes.
Okay. Finally, I was able to witness the inside of an active rebel camp and the people who lived there. The conditions and the food were basic. I was finding it difficult to imagine how it would be to live here. Feeling grateful to be able to leave, I couldn't help but wonder how these children would survive. The commander agreed to the release of one such child, Canal. Through our fear that he might change his mind, we left abruptly.
Ngambura kuti gambura kwangu. Ngabanga kama tushage kisoda. Nangaanza kuhinga alinde bikandabala mu maisha. Nanga mubwira ko sababu uri akatwanga genda kutuli babirigi. Jamuwaza na hako ngashage no munda. Kongisiko nagaluka konga nagenda ali no mutula buji.
Within weeks of my departure, Canals returned to his family. I heard it was a joyous and tearful reunion. Unfortunately, the perfect end to my journey wasn't to last. The dark reality of Congo was once again revealed as I learned Canal had returned to the Mai Mai. Contact with him was lost. His future and whereabouts remain unknown.